In today's video, my 2021 Norco Sight is getting a huge upgrade. This is the new Sram Exo Axis Eagle transmission, and the mechanics at Ride Bicycles in Issaquah were super awesome and helped me get this installed. When installing the new T-type chain, we had to go to SRAM's Axis website and select the bike model and size it will be fit on. From there, we could put it on at the correct length. Oh my goodness, I have axis shifting on my bike now. Let's talk about the new Exo transmission. We did an unboxing of the special box of the Dream Delivered that you can check out on Ride's Instagram, which is @RideEastside. The Exo group set is the aluminum version, with XX being the carbon version of the new electronic shifting. Starting with the derailleur, the Exo's most notable feature is the direct mount to the frame. This eliminates the need for a derailleur hanger and increases durability and performance. The new derailleur is effectively designed to work with UDH bikes, such as my Norco Sight. It's obvious that the derailleur is much larger than before, with both pulleys and the thickness of aluminum. Larger pulleys mean more control of the chain when shifting for a smoother and higher quality ride. Since the derailleur is directly mounted to the frame, there are no longer limit screws, and all adjustments can be made with the controller. Another component that was upgraded is the chainring and cranks. There's now a direct mount on the chainring for a bash guard, which is no longer mounted to the frame. The cranks look super nice in my opinion, with this futuristic hollow look to it. The chainring this came with is a 32 tooth, which I think will work pretty well for me. The new controller is also super interesting, completely redesigned for the Exo. With a reverb axis lever, you can adjust the controller in so many ways, even running it on the left side of the bar or reversing the rolls of each button. It's important to note that this is the only piece compatible with prior Axis generations. The cassette this group set came with is massive and has a 10 to 52 tooth range. It's machined from multiple pieces of aluminum put together and seems like it'll be a lot more durable than previous cassette models. I won't get too much into weight here, but this whole group set was surprisingly light considering how much bulk there is to all the parts. My old group set wasn't a whole lot lighter, and this setup now has a battery included and is way more durable. I'm certainly happy to trade durability when hitting huge jumps with just a little bit of weight that won't be noticeable for any of my riding. Let's take this bike on a new test and enjoy some of the spring sun at Duthie. I'll let you know my thoughts after testing the transmission, and we'll update later in the video with details I've noticed after riding it for a full week.
It's working. It's crazy. Alright, so I think it's important to note that I've essentially built this bike into my dream bike. It was great to start with, had awesome components, but now I can't see anything getting better. Fits me really well, rides nicely on everything, and I'm super stoked on it.
We'll kick things off with a warm-up on Semper with Orange Bike Guy, another shop rider for the Issaquah store.
Side by side.
Ready?
Yeah.
You good back there, Thomas?
Yeah.
Oh,
I bring this lap up because I was already getting comfortable with the shifting setup after only riding into the clearing. My XO1 group set was great, but I never had complete trust in it to shift in the middle of a trail. Here, I found myself actively changing gears before jumps without being terrified something catastrophic would happen.
Oh, here we go. Let's try the shift under load test. Stand up, crank, shift. Whoa! Got into it. Try it again up here. Whoa. That's amazing.
I was super impressed by how I was able to stand on the pedals, crank up a steep hill, and shift quickly with response time completely normal or even faster. I got an opportunity to ride 12-step in this process as well, so I'll use this as an opportunity to get used to pedaling and riding with this new setup. As I tested the XO group set for a little while, there were a few additional things I noticed. The reliability and trust that I had in this setup continued to grow, and I got comfortable quickly changing gears on a trail or climbing up a steep hill. Shifting under load was another aspect I didn't realize was so cool until I spent a little more time riding, but it feels amazing. There were also the little things, like being able to change gears fast and get into the appropriate gear without grabbing the pedals and spinning them before dropping into a flow trail. Overall, I'm super happy with this upgrade and haven't noticed anything that could use improvement yet. The setup is well constructed, efficient, and easy to use. While we're here, I also want to do a quick little bike check on my Norco Sight. I've had this bike for well over a year now, and there are a few things I've upgraded in the process. After about a year of use, I had my suspension serviced through the shock house. I brought it into Ride Bicycles and they sent it off to get my suspension feeling dialed, which felt amazing after I picked it up. I've also swapped out the rear tire for an aggressor instead of an assegai to get a little more rolling speed on my favorite flow trails. The last thing I changed was adding a PNW loam lever, which still feels great and responds well. In terms of how my bike rides, I think it's pretty safe to say that I've gotten a good test. I've ridden this bike in Bellingham,
Oh, this line is so good.
Whistler,
Oh yeah. Oh, this is janky. Oh, yep.
Kamloops, Sun Peaks, and a long list of other great riding destinations. This bike is still handling great on all the terrain I've thrown at it. The Sight has handled jumps, tech, and the countless cases I've had.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I'm super happy that I now have a complete dream bike that saves me from sticky situations, and I don't see myself riding another bike model for a long time. That's a wrap for today, and thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.